is that so many men come in and they're like, yeah, well, we were dating about 6 months and, she threatened to shoot me. I'm like, wait a minute, wait, so you've been married for 8 years, at 6 months she's threatened to shoot you. Yeah, but she didn't actually have a gun. I mean, I didn't. She was upset. Okay. So go through all these things. So she actually did shoot at him, by the way. That's what he was in. He's like, well, she actually did, shot at me, but she missed me. She hit over my shoulder. So I said, after all these things that she's done, what made you stay? Well, I hate to admit it, but initially, the sex was great. Apparently, crazy women have great sex. They're great in bed. Have you guys heard that? I've heard it more times than I can tell you. Sex is a huge motivator for men, and especially younger men, when they don't understand the repercussions of a continued relationship with, I'll just call them crazy woman. They don't understand the repercussions. They can get blinded by great sex. Now, women know what men find to be irresistible. I mean, we can all sit here and say, no, yes, you do. And we all know women who use their sexuality to manipulate men. We all know it. Sex is used as a weapon of control. Sex is used as a means of rewards. Women, that's what women do. Women use sex. One of the worst things a woman can do to her husband is withhold sex. Okay? And you see movies and people joke about it and be like, oh, well, if you want to, women will say, if you want to get any for the next 6 months, you'll be doing X, Y, Z. And the audience laughs. That's one of the worst things you can do is withhold sex, right? But it's used as a weapon of control. Here's the thing we need to teach our boys. Proximity is power. Proximity is power. I can't tell you how many men have come in and there's allegations of domestic violence, or I see them on the horizon, you guys, I'm telling you, you've got a sense for this. And I say, listen, you stay away from her because all she has to do is make an allegation that you hit her, that you raped her, that you threatened her, and you understand you'll be kicked out of your house. You can lose everything just based upon an allegation. Okay. Well, a couple weeks later, come in, they're like, well, I got served these papers, I got them out of my house. Wait, what happened? Well, I mean, she promised me, she just wanted to talk. She came over, one thing led to another, and we ended up having sex. Proximity is power, especially to someone you're vulnerable to, right? So a lot of these men, when they come in, they're vulnerable, they're hurt, they're still in love. A lot of them want to justify this behavior. And to a woman, proximity is power. There's no reason to be like, well, you have a knockdown, drag out, police are called, call up and say, will you come over? I think, let's just talk in person. I need closure. I think we owe it to, don't fall. Don't let your brothers, your sons go over there. Proximity is power, especially when you're vulnerable to someone. All right, blinded by great sex. I guess I'm not going to beat the horse when it comes to false allegations. But it's amazing to me how men will make themselves vulnerable for great sex. The false allegations that you see, you guys raise anywhere from he threatened me, he pushed me down the stairs, he hit me, he's molested my child, he raped me, you name it, across the gamut. It's one of the most abused allegations in family court, are false allegations. Why? Because they're effective. We call it the silver bullet. When you have allegations, especially of child molestation, the courts tend to err on the side of caution. I get that to some extent. They tend to err on the side of caution. Once that ball starts rolling, it can take years to clear it up, if ever. So we need to make sure that our guys understand where they're vulnerable and they don't put themselves in that situation. All right, unplanned pregnancies. All right, we all know about unplanned pregnancies. It goes back to child support. And then there's a lot of guilt and regret. We all think we live in a free sex society. I mean, I'm not married. I can go screw whoever I want to screw. I'm not married. It doesn't work that way. There's a psychological component for men as well as women. There's some guilt and there's regret.